T, follow me, keep up, keep up. We have lovely things to see here, lovely things.
I met this small child at the age of 3 named Jordan, and the kid has been to be the coolest kid I've ever known in my life. And by then he was desperately crying, screaming, telling me not to go. And it was the most amazing feeling I've had in a long time.
On this missions trip, one of the things we focused on a lot was letting the Holy Spirit lead you in different things. And I was talking to a lady afterwards whose name was Diane, and they asked if anyone needed prayer. And I went up to her and I asked her, and she was like, yeah, she wanted to get a home somewhere for her and her 2 kids. Afterwards, one of the girls that I was sitting with came up to me and she said how while I was praying for it, it just the look on her face was just that that's exactly what she wanted.
Oui, oui, mademoiselle. Bon appetit. French fries, French toast. I spit on the camera up too.
Came here expecting concrete jungle, and I got smelly, angry city. On the trip, Mike had an allergic reaction to walnuts, and his throat closed up, and he felt like he was going to die. It was really scary, and the entire missions team started praying for him, and they took authority over the sickness, and they prayed, by Jesus' stripes he is healed, and they started praying that over him, and miraculously he was healed on the spot right before we went to the Blue Man group, so it was really exciting.
What I learned on this mission trip was the power of love, and that's what God gave us, and He taught me that just trust and love other people. And this group of people from Grace Christian Church, we all went on this mission trip and we came back as family.
We went to a vacation Bible school and there was a kid named Alex, and nobody would really talk to him, and so I picked him to go sit with. I just stuck with him the whole time, and he would start crying and want his dad and stuff, but I just sat there every time I could and tried to get him more involved. At the end of the night, he was fine, and he was talking to everyone. It was just really good to see that I could impact just a small kid and doing so much.
We stayed at NYC and it was a great experience. We got to help the homeless and do some stuff with some kids, and I learned a lot. I got really close to God. Got to preach to some people. We met some pretty cool people out here, and it's just a great time to get to know God and get closer to people on the team, and just a great experience. And mission trip, I think everyone should try one.
On this missions trip to New York City, God has shown me forgiveness and patience and value, and not to take things for granted. We went to minister to the homeless, and all the homeless people were so content with what they had, and they were happy with their lives. And it just goes to show how we take so much of what we have for granted and how we complain all the time.
I've learned to trust God more and just listen to what He tells me, and that my life isn't going to turn out the way I planned it. It was just so nice to go and help people. I had this one, we did the relief bus, which is where we passed out soup, and I passed out soup to this one girl, and she couldn't even believe that we were giving it to her for free, and it was just amazing.
One of my favorite parts about the trip is getting to hear everyone's story. When you meet people on the streets or in shelters, everyone has their own story, and when you talk to them, you get to hear their story. And through the trip, you get to become a factor in their story and possibly change the outcome. And not only have I been able to help maybe change the outcome of other people's stories, but they've changed mine.
There was this kid named Walter, and you could tell that he didn't have that father figure in his life, and that he was really searching for that. And he really clinged on to me. The whole time we were there, he was always pulling on my hand and saying, let's go do this, let's go do that, and always had a huge smile on his face. And it just really made me feel that's what God is for us when we don't have that.
Stop tourists! Love is here, love is now.